It might be just me. Testing my mic. It might be just me, I think. My channel. Okay. My channel. Okay. Wow, that was fast. Okay. How do I sound? We got 2 people in chat, so I'd love to hear, what do I sound like? Do I sound good? Is my volume good? Come hang out, come chat. This is also very shaky. That's a problem. Hey, chat. Can't see who's joining, which I guess makes sense. I'd love to hear where you're from, what you're doing. You don't have to say where you're from, but why'd you jump in? What you enjoy? I'm about to work on some grad school assignments, but I'm procrastinating, so just hanging out. But my name's Ian, and I am from Nashville, Tennessee. I'm living in Nashville, and just testing this stream. I'm on Twitch as well, trying to figure that out. So. I'm curious how I sound. I'm curious how I sound. Test. Oh, YouTube's like real quick. Is chat quick? I'm looking at myself. Hello, how are you doing, Ian? I'm doing well. How are you? This isn't working. Nothing in my brain. It's the wiggy. How quick is it? I think it might be way faster than Twitch on the delay. Say banana. Okay, it's still a pretty big delay. That was like a couple seconds. Actually, let's do it again. Say poignant. I was wondering. Type poop. You didn't say poop. I said say poop. We have to test this. Wiki, we gotta test this. Okay. If you're ready, say ready. Type poop. type type and. That was 5 seconds. I saw that. That's pretty good, Wiggy. You too. These Google people, you know, they know what they're doing, stealing everything from us. You sent me a text on Signal. I got on there and immediately it just said, this friend's on Signal, this friend's on Signal, this friend's on. I'm like, what is going on? I've never used Signal. Wiggy's afraid everyone's stealing his information. Verify my PIN. Enter my Signal PIN. I forgot. God, that's a long PIN. Enter my Signal PIN. I don't remember my Signal PIN. How long does the Signal PIN have to be? Yeah, I just tried putting my classic one. It did not work. So Signal's just like it's secure texting, right? Got it. I wonder if end-to-end encryption I know what that means. Can you explain that? Prevents third parties from accessing data. I just Googled it. Well, it's transferred from one system to another. Okay. Oh, Wiki's working. Everybody's working for the weekend. Wiki's working on the weekend. I actually really like YouTube's interface. It sucks because I feel like Twitch is more popular for streaming still. But YouTube is just, I don't know, I just like it a lot more. Plus, Twitch is blocked on my computer, whereas YouTube isn't on my work computer. Also, I probably shouldn't be doing this on my work computer, but I'm an idiot. No problem. No problem at all, Wiggy. You're helping a buddy out. End-to-end encryption, so no third-party intervention is the idea. Makes sense. Ding, 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 ding. Well, how are you doing today, Wiggy? You guys got anything going on this weekend with the Browns? Nice. I was just asking what y'all got going on today. Anything fun with the Browns this weekend? Nice. Oh, even house sitting. Gotcha. Did you bring any consoles over to play? The cat. Got it. PS4 Pro. Nice. Yeah, but that means you can't. You didn't bring your Xbox. Oh, he has it. Yeah, duh. That's great. Which ones have you been playing? I've been playing Horizon, and dude, Horizon Zero Dawn. That video game. God of War second time. Nice. Dane, did you just like bum rush God of War like while you've been there? I guess you've maybe been there a week. It's just not that bad actually. It's not too long, like 25 hours. Oh, okay, gotcha. 2/3. I just don't understand what it is about that game that I don't like. Well, I do understand. There's a lot of things, but it is just so bizarre how like that game is universally, like almost literally universally praised, and yet I just cannot stick it. It's just never. I recognize its like quality. Yeah, I think yeah, I think without a doubt it would blow. It would actually, I think, like vastly win, and just like for any PlayStation gamers, like for PS4, I think God of War would actually crush it. I think second would probably be Spider-Man, maybe, because Bloodborne's way too niche. I love Bloodborne, but yeah, it's just way too niche. How should I actually say niche? I mean, I think Bloodborne is by far the best. I think it's extremely good. But niche. Did you say? Would you say niche or would you say niche? Because niche, I think, is appropriate, but it also sounds pretentious. I hate you. That's awesome. It's properly pronounced as either niche or niche, but this wasn't always so. For generations, the traditional English pronunciation was niche. A Gaelic pronunciation, niche, has been gaining popularity in recent decades, and now American dictionaries accept both versions. Wow. You know what they say? Tomato, tomato. Yeah, probably. Like if you're talking to an annoying French person, you know. I'm trying to add you as a moderator, and it says that I need. They found their niche. It's a niche game. It's a niche game rather versus they found their niche. Okay. Or niche. It says in order to add a moderator, I have to paste the channel URL of a user to add as a moderator. Do you have a channel URL? Thomas Wigington. Interesting. Making Wiggy that moderator. Shout out to Wiggy. How many times do we say shout out to the chat? Smash that like button. Oh, we were drinking heavily. Yeah, like it was so funny for us, but like it must have been incessantly annoying. There must have been so many things we did that was pretty like absolutely annoying. But you know, was more shots than I've taken in a long time. And it was a weird situation because I hadn't eaten anything that day. I almost literally ate nothing. I had coffee. And then it was 7 p.m. and I ate a bunch of hot chicken. And so I was like, I can drink more. But I hadn't eaten anything else. So it was like 6 or 7 shots. I think it was six shots of whiskey. I don't think it was super strong whiskey, but I mean, it's still whiskey. But yeah, we were a little annoying. I wish we actually had the archive, but the Twitch, I could not find for the life of me the option on the Twitch on his computer because I can't go on mine to do that. Yeah, I never had much on that day. I think I've had that once, and again, usually it's over a lot of time, long time. I'm eating, I'm drinking, and I drank a ton of water and sweet tea and peed a lot. So it's bad though how much my tolerance has gone up. It used to just be like I could take a shot. Like that's what we would do. We just like take a shot and then like play Mario Party or something, and we could just kind of cheese and have fun. And then it was like 2 shots and then 3 shots, and now it's like if I really want to get into good Mario, it's probably 4 shots without eating too much. It's just pretty embarrassing. But I never had a bad. I had my first terrible hangover 2 weeks ago. Like bad hangover. It wasn't bad, but it was like a good, headache and everything. Usually I just get stomach aches actually. So I had a stomach ache this morning, but it really wasn't that bad. I was in class at 8. So man, it was great being with Josh though. There's something about I don't know, there's something about it's the whole Easy Allies thing. Like streaming with people is so fun because I feel like then it's like I suppose it is a very different context when you're streaming alone with the audience. Maybe the focus is more on the audience. Duh. And then when you stream with people together, like like me and Josh were, then it's less personal, maybe for the chat. But I feel like it's more kind of like a hangout. And maybe because I'm an extrovert, actually, I really like it. I'd be curious, Wiggy. Like, obviously, we had fun last night, but like in general, would you prefer just straight across, like 2 people streaming together on a couch, or like 1 person? That makes sense. Yeah, that's good. We had the webcam folded on a laptop very close to us because that camera is very wide shot, and we can't do anything to edit the camera zoom in or anything unless I get like a whole thing. So on Xbox it's very limited, and I think PS4 it's pretty limited too. In fact, you have to get a PS4 camera, which Brian is actually looking for me. That guy that you talked with, Wes Wolf, he's my old neighbor, so he lives like 10 minutes away, and he has like 3 PS4s and 3 Xbox. He's like a collector. He loves collecting. Yeah, but we really had a lot of fun, and I felt like again, my whole thing is like, how can I connect with students? I actually felt really connected to you and Brian. I think obviously it would have been better if we were just Skyping, I suppose. Yeah, for sure. But it worked like it was way more connecting than I expected. You chatting like you're doing now. Like it's really is a conversation. It's just a really different means. It's certainly more one sided, but um, just and there's almost even like you have you have almost more power because our job is to entertain you in a weird way. So it's like you actually have like that's why it was fun to be like, all right, what game are we playing next? And you're like Halo 1, and I'm like, I hate you, Wiggy, But it was like, of course I'm gonna do that because like this is kind of part of the fun. Whereas if we were Skyping while playing, then like I probably wouldn't do that, actually. I just play what I want to play and we talk, which is also great. I mean, obviously. But it's like you guys actually have a weird level of power or like influence, I guess, maybe social influence on like how the stream goes, especially when obviously there's way less people in the chat. But like if I did streaming and it got bigger, like got up to like 20, 30 people, then I would actually probably, I mean, I'd take ideas from the chat right off the bat. But then if it got bigger, I would definitely, which it would never, but if I ever actually did, I would probably do a lot of like the stream poll and stuff, or whatever, the straw poll and stuff like that to get like consensus and things. And yeah, the people in thousands of chats, like, and then these people like play these games and are still like really good too. It's just bananas. And like the difference for me is that like I have no interest whatsoever in making money doing this. But I'm actually thinking about if it did start to kind of get some more popularity, I would consider doing something like a way to do donation subscriptions. So like basically, I don't know how I would do this, but it would be really cool if all of the donation, all the subscriptions and whatever the heck it is, cheers and all that stuff, basically just goes straight to like an organization that's like helping people and stuff. So it'd just be kind of cool. And you could even do rotating, organizations or something. So yeah. And then have like office hours. We discuss like, for me it would be social studies, but then we can talk about like politics or news or anything, culture, games, movies. Dan's telling me. Sounds like you weren't. Oh, Dan was. Dan's the guy who got us Star Wars Squadrons. I gotta be honest, really didn't enjoy it. It was also really bad that when I was trying very hard to focus on chat, figure out issues and things we were having, messing with Josh and playing this game, and it was probably where I was like peak drunk, and so I have no idea what happened. And then I just gave it to Josh and he started playing. But it is weird because I like the first person, but it feels weird because you don't get to see the ship. Is Dan in the chat? I think Dan might have joined. Yeah, and like obviously Star Wars is Star Wars, and I've heard the story is pretty interesting and stuff too. Although I haven't read like full reviews, but it was more technical though. You said it was basic because Dan was saying that like you have the thrusters and you have like the weapons. I think was like a thing you had to like switch between, which is kind of cool. So you get like a little bit of that Star Trek, like set your energy to certain things, and then I might just love Star Wars, but yeah, I'm always kind of balanced in the Battlefront games because I love the exhilaration of being the first person, but I love also seeing those X-wing wings. Like that's so iconic. So you just feel that. So I kind of want like both, maybe even like a really close-up view, so it's not super wide, but it's like almost right on top of R2 or something. Would be kind of cool. Or is R2 on the side? He's in the back. I'm trying to remember. And there's no options for that, which I get because if you have more peripheral, then you'll do better. But like what Forza 4 has, or Forza's always had. Like I like the one that's like third person, but like still pretty tight. I think that's really fun, as well as the one that's further back. And then sometimes I do like switching to the big one, like the really close up one, or the steering wheel, like literally first person. Yeah, a lot of people were saying the VR version is like really good, which would be so fun, and it just makes me really, really excited about the potential for PS5 VR, like PSVR 2, and because something Bluetooth, something wireless in some way, shape, or form that is lag free and stuff would be so cool. And like I would buy that for $400. like a sucker, because there's so many games now that have been out too. They've had 4 years of VR games, and people like Astrobot is incredibly popular, but then you get stuff like Moss, Beat Saber's so fun, um, Super Hot VR. Are you gonna get the PSVR Classic with the PS5? Because I don't even know how the PS5 is supporting it. Of course, I also don't know how the PS5 is supporting anything. Dan's like, hey, what's up? He's like, I have to join the chat to talk about it. I'm like, all right, come on, you punk. Yeah, see, the thing is, you also have, you already have the start to have a great desktop build. And it'll be interesting to see what the PS5's got, because like that Series X, my goodness, Microsoft, just work with Oculus. Although I guess they're going Quest now, so maybe not Oculus, maybe Vive. No, because Vive is all Steam. Who could you work with? Xbox needs to figure out somebody to team up with for so they don't have to hold all their VR, but they can just work with the Series X, because the Series X would do the whole point they're talking about is 120 frames per second, which I don't really care about, but is very helpful for VR. It's like already like you're built for that, you know. I feel like Xbox would be, oh, dude, and having like Game Pass games, some of the VR games on Game Pass would be so dope. I actually would not be surprised if that comes out next year, like they announce a partnership. Yeah, I get that it's still pretty niche or niche, but it is and it isn't, you know. Like I feel like, I don't know, like what are we at right now? Let's see. VR headsets popularity. They're expected to reach 12.5 million in 2020. VR headsets, HTC, Oculus, PlayStation, and Valve. 12.5 million. Okay, so that's still pretty niche. VR gaming and VR video make up the largest computer use cases for VR technology, with 20 billion US dollars expected to be spent in 2023 in these areas. In 2023. Statista. Yeah, it's still niche, but they're making great games, so I'm just like, hey, I can still make you a mod, by the way, if you want. I'm good when you are too. I guess I need your URL. I believe that is my URL. Oh, I can just add you as a moderator. I just did it. You're a moderator now. Cool. Whoa. Do you always have that wrench? There's 3 people on. I don't know who else is watching. Nope, that's the mod wrench. That's what I'm saying. Like, now that you're a mod, you're always gonna show, oh my gosh, no, Wiggy, don't do it. I love democracy. I love the republic. I can remove you, so I do have the power, actually. I can put you in timeout. Oh my god, damn. Calm down. I have done none of my work. So can you have this thing notify you when I go on live as well? How would that even work? My channel. I love that this is like cohesive with my like YouTube page. It's just so nice to have it all in one place. Click that bell. God, we were so annoying, weren't we? My goodness. Oh man. Oh, add a description for my channel. 29 here on engineer. Turned teacher. Loves games, movies. Enthusiastic 29-year-old engineer turned social studies teacher. Loves games, pop culture, history, and news. Come hang out. That's just my like regular thing. New subscriber, Thomas Wigington. Whoa. I'm gonna go to you and I'm gonna subscribe to you. I'm your first subscriber. So now you could live stream if you wanted to. Question is, could we live stream together if you ever wanted to? Be interesting. Yeah, let me know if you ever want to try that, but we don't have to. If you don't want to let your world see you. Community next Saturday. Nice. They're doing some outdoor bouldering. Someone not on my own. Yeah, I would love to do it with you sometime. I don't know how we could do it this way, but obviously if we live around each other, I would totally couch stream with you. So let's see some more things I can do on YouTube. I can add moderators, approve users. It's interesting. Add hidden users, add blocked words. Whoa, you can add blocked words. I'm curious, like if there's like racial slurs and stuff that are already blocked. I hope so. Can you try hold potentially inappropriate comments for review? Oh, that's great. Okay, this is awesome. Permissions, upload defaults. Interesting. Channel, country of residence, United States. I honestly just really love this. Add keywords. Nintendo, history, news, politics, race, hanging out, live stream, let's play, music, that'd be super fun to do, Wiggy. Okay, so Uncharted 4, are you finished with Uncharted 4? Or are you still grinding? Oh yeah, you said that earlier. I'm sorry, I forgot. Yeah. Gosh, I really like that video game. Uncharted 4 is just great. It's so good. I agree. Yeah, and it's just such a great culmination too. It is interesting. I've only played Uncharted 4 after already playing the other three, so it would be interesting to just like in like a year, maybe like 6 months, because I played it last December. Like in 6 months, just play Uncharted 4. Like don't play the others because it is such an incredible culmination. But I bet even as a standalone, it's just great. Yeah, I think The Last of Us is still a better game because of just how they told that story is just so crazy. But it's such a like very like they were like we're gonna understand this PS4 and max that thing out, and the facial capture stuff is only even better, and it melded the stuff that I loved about Uncharted with the stuff that I love about Last of Us, adding the stealth stuff, like you know, oh yeah, because they even have like you marking enemies and stuff, and then but it's still like kind of run and gun. Um, just great set pieces, relationship stuff, just you like love and hate Nate. Like there's just so many great things. There's great. There is some of that. It's not. It's way less though, right? Like again, like that's one of the great things. Is like I feel like they varied. They made it varied. Story is really interesting about Henry Avery. I love the villain actually. A lot of people don't really talk about him. Rafe. I think he's like actually really good in that game. I was just like thinking about his performance and like I just really don't like him. You know, he's just like really love to hate, and um, all the supporting cast is great. Such a good game. Elena's so good. Yeah, it's just great bathrooms. Mm-hmm. Oh man, and that ending, dude, the epilogue. That's so sweet. Like honestly, dude, I would just love Uncharted 5, A New Beginning, and it's his daughter. And they figure out how to do the ludonarrative dissonance, so they don't have her killing people, but I don't know. Yeah, me too. Yeah, that's why I love the Kyle bathrooms. I did too, and actually Resident Evil 2, which again I'm not great with spooky games, but the detail in that game, I was like constantly looking at environments, and it was because of Hubert and Kyle. Just what do they call it? Not stopping to take roses, taking taking knees. Oh man, I miss Kyle. But I mean, Hubert's obviously still great. I need to catch up on some of their stuff. Because like Damiani's in the studio now, right? So I would love to. I don't know. Like part of me, like I totally understand the precedent that they're setting, which is really good, especially in California. But and like LA and San Francisco are so big, but like I'm like part of me is like, man, kind of funny. Get like a couple guys together, like Easy Allies, like get Brandon and Damiani at least in the room together. Like I feel like, you know, I see people, you know, like I go to a Bible study with like 5 people, you know. Save that. Oh yeah, you're talking about getting frustrated. What was it about him you don't like as much? Certainly a very particular person. Yeah. His commentary rarely adds anything useful. Can't say I remember too much from him, but I feel like the thing he's always added for me is just that like his Nintendo knowledge is really big. I like Zelda, so when he gets into that stuff. But I don't really like many of the games he again, like a lot of the Easy A guys, it's like very Eastern games. And yeah. Um he's not as jolly to me as the other guys. Like I've just always been drawn to people who are more jolly. So Kyle is probably number one. Brandon's probably number two. Or yeah, Huber Brandon. Um Ben is just so like everything Japanese. So it's hard when it's like I just don't share any real interest in games with him. And he just gets so like, yeah, he's like super, super into that. But um I still like Ben. Interesting. Nintendo knowledge. Huh. I'll have to listen to some of the stuff and see what you're kind of trying to say. Oh man, it's gonna be chilly tonight in Nashville. How's the weather up there? Probably pretty cold. Yeah, it's like 60s here. 50s. All right, finally actually doing some work. Nice. It is funny. I have found. I mean, I do enjoy the fall. I love this idea of seasons, but I learned this year that I definitely have seasonal affective disorder because once daylight savings hits here, we're in Central Time, and so it gets dark at like 4:30, and I get really sad. So this year I'm kind of prepping for that, and I'm seeing counselors, psychiatrists, doing like therapy lamps as well as medication, and yeah, we got a month away. I'm just like, here we go. Because yeah, like it gets hot here, so like a lot of people don't like it's very humid, but for me, it's like I'm so dependent on the sun. So, but yeah, I'm actually gonna get one of those lamps that's like interesting. See, the opposite, huh? Yeah, that's legit. I mean, that's real. Oh yeah, I forgot. I can make the chat like that. I'll pop it out there, and now it's looking like I'm actually like looking at you more. So are you like a bigger fan of like winter then, or are you like fall mostly? Shorter days and colder weather. So, because you like the longer nights, I guess because you're also a night owl, maybe? Makes sense. I mean, I'm a night owl too, but I'm actually going to fight. I'm not going to do that this year, which is going to be interesting. My plan is when daylight savings hits in November 1st, I'm going to wake up an hour earlier so I can get like as much of the sun as possible. But I figured doing the therapy lamp. Ooh, doing the therapy lamp for 30 minutes in the morning, I'll just have this lamp, like shining the sun on me. It'll be a good excuse to like do a devotion or so, like read and to spend some time with the Lord. So, yeah, we'll see how that goes. I don't know, but yeah, I'm like way different. But I mean, again, yeah, I'm up super late, so definitely not. I'm definitely a night owl in general. It's just teaching. I'm gonna have to be class starts at 7:30 because I think at Hanover High was 8:30, and again, it's because of that daylight saving. So, um, yeah, I'll have to be getting up a lot earlier. So, but I'm like actually excited because it'll push me to like be ready to rock. So it's kind of this weird. Oh man. All right, well, thanks for testing this. I think I have to go. I have to actually dig into studying. I'd much rather talk to you and hang out, but I've done no work in the hour and a half that I've been setting this all up and streaming. So I should leave. Thank you so much. Yeah, I guess you'll know when I jump on, and I'll just mention on Slack too. But let me know any ideas you have. Like, this is what I want to build for students and for people and to connect with people. So it's like really important to me to make sure that it's something inclusive and that's fun and all that stuff. So yeah, just give me tips. And yeah, if you ever want to live stream together or something, we could figure it out. It'd be fun. Mhm. Thanks, man. Have a good day. See you.